Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Mareza Frizi, NPM 243111077 from class Information Systems 24B. I will be presenting material about from requirements to models, transforming user needs into UML diagrams. The gap bridging user requirements and technical design. Translating abstract user needs into concrete technical specifications is a critical challenge in software development. This gap often leads to misunderstandings, rework, and project delays. UML, Unified Modeling Language, diagrams provide a visual, standardized language to bridge this divide, ensuring all stakeholders, from end user to developers, share a common understanding of the system's architecture and behavior. Next, understanding user needs, techniques for eliciting requirements. The first is interview and workshops. The second is observations and ethnography. Third is surveys and questionnaires. And the last, user stories and scenarios. The power of use case diagrams. Capturing system interactions. Use case diagrams provide a high-level view of system functionality, illustrating the interaction between actors, user or external systems, and the system's various use cases. They are invaluable for defining the scope of the system and communicating its intended behavior in an easily understandable format to non-technical stakeholders. First, identifies primary and secondary actors. The second is defines systems, boundaries, and functionalities. And the last, facilitates discussion and validates requirements early. Next, class diagrams, modeling the static structure of your systems. Class diagrams are the backbone of object-oriented modeling, representing the static structure of a system by showing its classes, their attributes, methods, and the relationships between them. They are crucial for designing the database scheme, defining the system's logical architecture, and understanding how different components interact at a fundamental level, like define classes, attributes, and operations, illustrates relationships like inheritance, associations, and aggregations, and forms the blueprint for code implementations. Next, sequence diagrams, visualizing object interaction over time. Sequence diagram illustrate the order of message exchange between objects within a specific use case, providing a time-ordered view of how objects interact to perform functions. They are excellent for understanding complex logic, identifying potential bottlenecks, and ensuring that the system's dynamic behavior aligns with the intent requirements. So the exact order of message and interactions help identify communication paths and dependencies essential for debugging and understanding with runtime behavior. Next, activity diagram, illustrating workflow and business process. Activity diagrams model the flow of control within a system, depicting the sequence of actions, decisions, and parallel processes that make up a particular workflow or business process. They are particularly useful for business process re-engineering, understanding complex algorithms, and validating the logical steps involved in completing a task, visualizes step-by-step workflows, identifies decision points and parallel activities, great for mapping business process to system functions. Next, state matching diagrams, describing object behavior and transitions. State matching diagrams describe the behavior of a single object across its life cycle, showing the different states an object can be in and the events that cause transitions between these states. They are crucial for designing event-driven systems, ensure robust error handling, and understanding the complex behavior of reactive systems. Models the life cycles of an object, illustrate states and transitions triggered by events, important for designing responsive and robust systems. Next, from diagrams to code, practical application and tools. First is a code generation. Many UML tools can generate basic code structures, class skeletons directly from diagrams, accelerating the development process. The second is model-driven development. UML models serves as the primary source for documentation, testing, and event deployment, ensuring consistency across the project lifecycle. And the third is a popular UML tools. Tools like Enterprise Architect, Visual Paradigm, and Lucidchart offer comprehensive support for cheating and managing UML diagrams. And the last is key takeaways, your roadmap to effective modeling. The first is UML is a universal language, intents communication and understanding. The second is start with user needs, elicit requirements thoroughly before modeling. Third is choose the right diagram. Each UML diagram serves a specific purpose. The fourth is iterate and refine. Modeling is an ongoing process, not a one-time task. And the last, tools enhance efficiency. Leverage software for diagram creation and code generations. Maybe that's all the presentation from me. I say thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.